Welcome back. They're serving their country in more ways than one. Veterans are now vying for seats in the November midterm elections. So can these patriotic politicians be successful? We're joined by Pete Hegseth, Executive Director of Vets for Freedom. Thank you so much for being here on this Memorial Day, sir.
Good morning.
Tell us why
Good morning.
is it...
Thanks for having me.
You got it. Why is it of particular importance to get these vets of recent wars, mind you, of current wars, elected to Congress?
Well, I think a lot of the problems we've gotten ourselves into as a country are because of rank-and-file politicians who have come up through the party system, and they've got allegiance to party and to themselves before the country and the Constitution. And these veterans who have served in recent wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, it's 10 vets from Iraq and Afghanistan, understand what it takes to defeat this enemy on the battlefield, and that also in order to project our power overseas, we need to be strong and economically vital here at home. So it's a combination of understanding where your allegiance lies. It's the Constitution, it's the country, it's the people first, and having the courage to make the tough decisions, and they did it on the battlefield, and I think they can do it on Capitol Hill.
Is there any inherent risk, Pete, in promoting these as veterans when so many people in this country are voting about economic issues, about their wallet? Is there any concern that people might think these candidates are solely focused on the battlefield?
Oh, they're not at all. If you actually look, what they do is they talk about their service as what has helped train them, prepare them to be representatives. But every single one of these guys, if you look at their website, is prepared to talk about why, we need strong fiscal policy, why we don't need a government takeover of health care. In fact, a number of these guys even, challenged its constitutionality. Kevin Calvey down in Oklahoma. So they're going to take on the relevant, tough issues today in a straightforward manner. But at the same time, what they've done on the battlefield, I think, has prepared him much more than going through the party structure and playing party politics at every single level. Instead, they've gone out there and served their country and think that's a better determinant of what they'll do on Capitol Hill.
Pete, it's called Operation 10 and 10. Let's take a look at some of those names that you are hoping that win their congressional battles in 2010, and we will roll through them. Lieutenant Colonel Allen West. That is in Florida, in the 22nd District.
Yep, Lieutenant Colonel served in Desert Storm, in Iraq, and in Afghanistan. He's raised about $2.5 million. He's going to need more to win in Florida 22, but he's an incredibly compelling and articulate conservative. Lieutenant
Colonel Steve Stivers, I guess is the last name, in Ohio's 15th District.
Yeah, battalion commander, led 400 men in service of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Came this close to winning in 2008, and we believe he'll do it again, or he'll take it over the finish line this year. He lost in a recount, so he'll do outstanding. Up
next, we head to Michigan, always a crucial state. Marine Captain Brian Mooney in the 7th District.
Brian Rooney, again, another articulate conservative, served in Iraq during the battles in Fallujah, and actually defended the highest-ranking Marine indicted at Haditha, and defended him successfully. And that kind of record, taking on the tough fights, is exactly the kind of guy we're looking for.
Okay, Army Captain Jonathan Patone in Arizona.
Yep, Jonathan Payton was serving in the State House in 2005, left the State House to volunteer and go serve in Iraq. He's the kind of guy you need. Left the cushy job here to go serve with his fellow countrymen in Iraq, and is now running in Arizona 8, will make an outstanding rep.
We certainly want to get all these names up, but we will only have time to talk about one more. Let's tell us about Marine Lieutenant Pantano in North Carolina.
Ilaria Pantano was working on Wall Street for Goldman Sachs on 9/11, saw what happened, saw the towers fall, and said, I need to go serve my country. Ended up leading an infantry platoon of Marines in Fallujah, and wrote a book about it called No Better Friend, No Worse Enemy. He is a warrior and an articulate conservative, and I think I wish we could have put everyone up there, because I think sums up the warrior spirit of these guys. They're gonna charge directly into the fights that need to be taken on, whether it's enemies overseas or fiscal issues here at home, and they're going to do it based on what they know is best for this country, not what's best for a party. And that's what we need. We've only got 22% of veterans in Congress right now. We need to change that, and that's what we're trying to do with Vets for Freedom PAC.
You can see all 10 in 10 on our website, foxandfriends.com. The final question for you is, a guy who's going after his master's at Harvard, an Iraq War veteran yourself, are you perhaps on the ballot in 2012?
No, I'm doing this because I want to help others. You got to find yourself in the right place in life, and I'm doing this because I can help other veterans get there. We'll see.
Fair enough. Thanks for being here, Pete Hegseth. And again, you can find all 10 in 10. It's Operation 10 in 10, all the names on our website. Coming up, Google Maps sends one Utah woman traveling by foot onto a busy highway. Now she's suing